Alright, we should be live now. Yo, what is up, bro chachos? It's been a little bit since we've had sort of like, as I said earlier, a little dedicated stream. Like, we did have the art contest stream over the weekend, and that was a ton of fun. That was great. But I haven't had a time to like actually talk to the chat in a little bit. I haven't streamed after the Mario Galaxy Retro Achievements. I was like, alright, I moved on with my life. And by on with my life, I just, I mean, I did retro achievements in my free time anyways. That's why there's no shorts either. I wasted my time. I wasted a lot of time, actually. I got all the retro achievements on Pokemon Rumble and the Pokemon WiiWare Mystery Dungeon. I shouldn't have done that. That was a waste of time. But it was fun. Oh my goodness gracious. So I'm like, okay, we're getting back into content. I locked in. I'm not picking up any games right now. And I'm like, okay. So I got a short that I had the idea for a while. I got a new short out today, so that was good. And then I have another one being cooked up now. So that's also, we're making progress. We're just gotta keep on the grind. I always say I'm gonna be consistent, and I never am, but it's whatever it is. To people in chat, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The people will come eventually. Hello, Hacked. Oh, there, Link Master. See, people just popped in right now. Where is he? Where's Omni-Man? Omni-Man. He's gone back to Viltrum. There's more now. See, never question the power of chat. But yeah, like, it's been a little bit since we've had, like, a stream where I could actually talk to the chat, because last stream did not count. So I'm like, okay, let's do that. Welcome, LJ. It's like, oh, man, it's like, what now? What now? So, my course of action... Well, I guess I can cover what I've kind of done in the meantime. One of the things I've been working on is I've been trying to get a job. Although, I've always been working on trying to get a job. But, like, you know, I did, like, a job interview, like, a week ago? A little bit over. So, we've been grinding on that. It would be awesome. No, Willnet, welcome. Screw you, Willnet. Your name is Fireblade? That's not the name it shows in the chat. I cannot know that. It says LJ Balibagozo. you can't say, you know, my name is this. What I can't see that. Also, hello Octoplex. Oh, but welcome everybody. Did you make this little? I actually did. I did draw this. Yes, it's based on another one. So like, I'm not some god who can draw animation from the nothing, but I did draw this. Yeah. Do you have any plans for the future? I have a lot. It depends on like where we want to get into. Assuming, okay, right now the goal, you hate this name, you can change it. You can literally change it. You can go edit it right now in the YouTube settings. But what was I saying? Right now, I'm kind of in a pickle, because, okay, this is the conversation I've had with Pear, right? So Pear's in, like, the long form, like, sort of train, like, he makes a lot from long forms do well, and he's like, Act, stop doing shorts, you gotta do long forms now. I'm like, Pear, when I do long forms, I don't get much out of them, right? My long forms take, like, a week to make, and they make less money than my shorts, and they get less subscribers than my shorts. So, like, it's complicated. Yo, what's up, Psych Panta? So, it's, like, complicated, because, like, as much as I'd love to do long forms, like, unfortunately, I don't have the money to hire editors for my long forms. Like, Pear just editors do it, right? And it's really complicated. So, it's, like, there's, like, this big dilemma where it's, like, well, making long form videos would be awesome. It's, like, outside of my sort of budget range, or, and then for the time investment, it's, like, why not just make shorts in that time period? It's tricky. He's always forcing you to do long form. Well, okay, so when you're a short creator, right? Shorts do well, but shorts do end up making less money than long forms, and long forms probably create like more like dedicated fans. Like there's a lot of benefit. Oh, well, not member for 10 months. Let's go. There's a lot of benefits to long forms, but there are the issues where like they don't really get pushed as much. So like when you're smaller, there's kind of like this like weird thing. It's like it would take a lot of investment. It's like it's complicated. But I do know if you're a shorts creator and you wait too long to start long forms, it's kind of hard to get that ball rolling as well. But of course, once you have money to throw at an editor, you know, I mean, sure, you have to throw money at something, but like, hey man, if you made like 100,000 a year, you can blow a few $100s on editors, right? It's complicated. It's tough. But in a perfect world, my plan right now would be I need to get a few shorts like prepped ahead, and then start working on a long form, kind of like whenever like I'm ahead on shorts. Look, I made steak. I won't be able to see your steak, but cool. Yeah, so that's my goal right now. So I sort of like 3 long forms that would be so and so in the pipeline if this were the case. So the first one would obviously be the art contest one. I think that'd be fun. I definitely want to make that because I don't think all the people who watched the who made art for the art contest all saw the art contest. So I definitely need to get the video made. So imagine making art and then it just never being seen. That'd be sad, right? So I definitely want to get the art contest video done. And then the other 2 I want to get done is, I think, making a video about getting all the achievements in Smash Bros. Brawl, because I did that, and that took 200 hours, and I have way too much to talk about for that. And then, also, I could turn the streams of getting every achievement in Mario Galaxy into a thing as well. But I'd probably do the art contest video first out of those 3 things. And like I said, I think in an ideal world, why is it an anime girl? That's not me. That's a mascot. I'm not an anime girl. I'm HackedCrusade. That little thing is that's Nara. That's the little thing. The Brawl team is peak. Everything about Brawl is peak. Well, most things. Brawl's not perfect. After playing Brawl for 200 hours, I learned Brawl is not perfect. But Brawl is awesome. I love Smash Brawl. For the single player content, Brawl is definitely the best Smash game. And so, okay, great question. Why do we have? Is it a Q&A? I mean, I'm just kind of chatting. If like someone says something interesting and we go into an interesting tangent, then so on and so forth. You're gonna try and get better at art and take my time? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Just keep on practicing. Definitely study. Because there's a big thing where like you can draw over and over, but if you're not learning, you don't get better. So you have to both practice and study, right? And I say this like I'm a great artist as well. I'm not a great artist. If I was in the art contest, I would have probably been A or B tier myself. The people in S tier were unfathomable. They were awesome. And I hope to get that good sometime in the future as well. We need to do shading more? I would say, okay, shading is important, but I think what's the most important is like form, which is essentially like how you shape things, your sort of line work. I think that's probably the first most important thing about art. It's okay, Hacked, if I would have been, you would have been F tier. They would have had to make a tier just for myself. Imagine. What are your favorite video game themes? I don't know if I can get some off the top of my head. There's some I love, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Ooh, man. What do you think of the art you've been sending in Discord? No comment. I will not comment on Twink Phil. I've said enough. Goodness gracious. But what I was saying is, let's see. Yeah, a lot of people were like, "Heck, why is that your mascot?" Okay, realistically speaking, if there was like a grocery store, would you go to the one with the cute character in front of it, or would you go to the one with like the white guy in front of it? I mean, maybe he's a chill white guy. I mean, I'm chill, but like, you know, I don't know. I wouldn't want to plaster my face over everything if you know what I mean, right? Like I oh, I want to plaster my face over everything. I just couldn't see a future in doing that. So I think having a little character that I could plaster on everything instead is a lot more fun. Are your parents FBI agent? No, but I do know where he lives. Heck, what's your favorite streamer? You know, and like the last year, ever since I graduated college, I haven't really watched streamers in a while. But before then, my favorite streamers were like Ludwig and Point Crow. But I haven't actually watched streamers in a while. That analogy was not it, bro. What do you mean it wasn't it? What doesn't make sense? Would you go to the store with the cute character on everything, or would you go to the store with the with the white guy on it. What about Pear? Pear's not a streamer. Pear streams, but that doesn't make him a streamer, if that makes sense, right? That's like saying, Hacked. I'd have a good analogy. I was gonna say something. Hack, you've made a short on Pokemon. You're a Pokemon creator, right? Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way, right? I mean, I've covered Pokemon before, but I'm by no means like a Pokemon channel, right? So I don't know. That I don't really have a good analogy. I'm trying my best. I'm pulling these out of the void as I go. Goodness gracious. My favorite shorts YouTuber. I do appreciate that. And that must be hard competition because I do not have the best schedule. I post every now and then. Definitely the biggest inspiration of like my sort of like shorts. I think I really like what. So Scott DeWaz doesn't make shorts, but he's definitely like one of the guys I'll probably watch the most. I've basically like watched like all of like. So I've watched all of the main channel and like I'm nearly caught up on like Scott's stash as well. I like blabbing about like game history and all that. Have you played Geometry Dash? Of course I played Geometry Dash. Of course I have. Who has? Okay, I was about to say who hasn't. I mean, a hobo probably hasn't. Actually, no, he probably has. A caveman probably hasn't. But yeah, of course I played Geometry Dash. Although I'm not very good at it. I've only made it to Clutterfunk. I hate Clutterfunk. Clutterfunk is so bad. It's so bad. I don't like Clutterfunk. I don't have the strength to do it. Any advice to new creators? I'm not in a position to give advice. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. I don't know if I'm in a position to give advice. If I was to give advice, like, I could say, like, the general stuff. It would be, like, you gotta be consistent. Definitely, in this ecosystem, you start with shorts. You will not grow by streaming. Pear's better advice? Probably. I mean, Pear's at a size where, like, he could give advice. Yeah, be consistent. I would say in this ecosystem right now, start with shorts, and then whenever you can branch out to long forms. Streaming is purely for fun. You can't really grow streaming, at least right now, unless you're having a way to like bring people to your streams, like having like shorts pop off. Did I miss anything? No, we're just talking. There's nothing crazy going on. We're not like playing a game right now. Oh. I would say that it just consistency. I would start with shorts. Shorts are the biggest way. Good shorts can bring people to your streams and your long form videos while also making their own fans. And I mean, shorts make decent money. If I lock in and I post shorts like consistently. They make money. They make money. Not all. I mean, not like a lot. Obviously, I make way more at my job, but. Is this YouTube 101? Oh no, someone was just asking for any new advice. And so I was sharing that. And like I'm not like a crazy big creator. Like I've gotten a few shorts hit like yeah, I've had a few million shorts. And those are awesome. It's awesome when that does. Yeah, I've only had 2 above 1 million, but like on a good month when I'm making shorts, I can get over 100 from just shorts alone, which is really cool. That's awesome. It doesn't really pay for an editor. If you're trying to hire an editor, most shorts editors, it's usually gonna be like $50 a short, if not more. But so I do recommend learning to edit yourself. Personally, what I do is I edit myself, but like maybe like 1 out of every 3 shorts you see is I have an editor do it. I don't have the money to be able to hire an editor for everything, but having like someone else be able to like supplement your shorts just a little bit is that helps a lot. You got Mr. Cole EEOG. You'll get there eventually. You got to be consistent. You got to craft your style. You got to keep on going. What's up? Welcome Noah. Welcome Binary Code. My friend has 15k followers on TikTok, but only has like 5 views on streams. That's just kind of how it is, man. Like, there is a tricky part where you need to try and get people from. Like I said, short form content is very valuable, but you do also need to like sort of like maneuver in a way to actually bring people to your other content, which if you can is very powerful. Man, I remember when he really wanted to edit videos for others. Now he literally can't because Windows 11 is not meant to run at 4 gigabytes. Ooh, 4 gigabytes. Yeah, almost every single editing software I've seen is optimized around 8 gigabytes or more. And when I say 8 gigabytes, I mean my like ancient one. Like 4 gigs is old. I apologize. Bro is fighting the woolly mammoths with his computer. Windows 10 could run it? I haven't been on 10 in who knows how long, so I don't know. Goodness. Would love to downgrade if you could. Windows wouldn't want you to do that. Come on. Welcome, Cameron Catch. Goodness gracious. I stream then use my clips for your shorts. I edit them. They get around 1K. 1K is solid. Like, there's room for growth, but like 1K is good because it means like you're kind of out of like the bottom tier. I would say like the first big wall is probably like around like 10K. Like if you see my shorts, it's probably where like a lot of my shorts kind of get stuck. If you can make it past 10K, they usually go well beyond that. But if they don't get like very far past 10K, they kind of just sit there. But 1K is like that other barrier before then. Like once you're getting your shorts like at least past like sometimes I see people where they're getting a few hundred views. I'm like, oh no, I'm so sorry, man. And they're like, what do you mean? 100 views is more than a long form. It's like, it's tricky. It's just the balance. It's like success is relative. It's hard to really say. YouTube shorts are very viewable, to say the least. Post one shirt post and it gets more views than a video with actual effort. It can be true at times, although it's harder to replicate that than you think. But if YouTube shorts are, unfortunately, there are brain rotted individuals out there. What can I say? What's your favorite starter Pokemon? Mudkip. I love my Mudkips. He had really good fan art. I was surprised. I didn't expect it to be that good. I didn't know there were so many artists in this little ecosystem, I should say. I had no idea. Like, I mean, it's not like I see it on like Twitter or Discord or anything. So I had no idea so many people were like so good at art. Maybe they just saw the art contest and was like, huh, why not? At least they keep calling me EOG, which is okay, but it's not how it's pronounced. It's EOG. I had no idea. I'm gonna be honest. Sorry you didn't submit. You were too lazy to draw. No worries, no worries. You're so good at art. It's fine. It's fine. Everybody's got to be on their own art journey. Everybody's on a different level. And I think it's fun for everybody to kind of like invest and try to discover the secrets of art. But ultimately, it's not for everybody. I do think some people have a natural leg up at art that others might have to kind of like compensate for by more practicing and studying, which can be sort of like, that can be sort of hard for other people to like grasp. But I do think everybody has the capability to at least get to like a pretty solid level, assuming they want to, right? Do like Gorillas? I don't listen to many bands. No, I mean, it's not that I don't dislike them. I just don't listen to much bands. I am unironically, I'm going out myself as like a loser, but I listen to like freaking game soundtrack stuff. Wow, the gaming YouTuber listens to gaming music. Wow, how boring. Ooh. Would unironically try to submit something, but too many projects. Yeah, no worry. I've been swamped with projects before as well. You do something, but it wasn't that good. You want to get better pixel art. It's fine. You just got to keep on working at it. I don't do a lot of pixel art myself, so I don't have too much advice from that. What is Ligmu? Ligmu Newts. Game music goes hard. I think game music is great. There's a lot of good ones. There's probably some other stuff like on the other world of the music, but I definitely do like what I do listen to. Also, welcome, Pear. Jeez. Goodness gracious. Why is Pear here? Why would he not be here? Why would he not be here? What a crazy question. He usually pops in every now and then when we're streaming. But yo, we're just doing a chatting stream. We're just catching up. It's been a little bit since I've done like a stream with chat. We posted a short today, so it's like I'm technically grinding, so I might as well do this as my like kind of like a little fun entertainment, right? And even though we streamed on Saturday, we're doing the art contest. I didn't really get to talk to chat very much in that, so sometimes it's just fun to talk, catch up, talk about plans and stuff. All right, man. It's going well, though. It's going well. May I recommend a good remix channel? I mean, you can. Maybe I've already heard of them. I actually didn't know there were 2 Harvest Moon series. That's why I made the short about it. I remember, so, remember those directs that were like the farming sim directs? And everybody freaking hated them, right? So in those directs, like Story of Seasons was in there, like, because obviously it's one of the big farming sims, and I saw a lot of people saying, "Ew, is this a Harvest Moon clone, a Stardew Valley clone, and an Animal Crossing clone?" It's like, my brother in Christ, that's Unk. He was there first. And so, like, I don't know. Sometimes when I feel frustrated, I make shorts about it. Like, I've even seen, like, I hate to call people out, like Johnny Razor has a short where he's talking about like cozy, it's like the cozy game short. And one of the games he puts in the short as kind of like a Stardew Valley clone was Rune Factory 3. Rune Factory 3 came out before Stardew Valley. Like, I wish people knew that. It just makes me sad because these are great games. It's kind of unfortunate for people who just aren't aware of sort of like gaming history to sort of be like, to relegate them as all like clones. It's like, Stardew Valley is actually the... Clone's a mean word, but heavily inspired is the word I would use. If Royal Pair sees this, lock in, you haven't been to the Rumble Pack podcast. I actually have. Not in a normal episode or a normal way, but I have been in the podcast. I wish spiders had wings. Yeah, you're probably going to hell. Oh, goodness gracious. They're all pretty good RPGs. I think they're fine. I like them. I think the farming sims are enjoyable. Did you know Bundun? I've met Bundun in person. Like I said, I've been on the Rumble Pack podcast before. Not in a normal way, but I have been in a episode. I think 2 episodes, actually. Oh. But yes, I've met Bundun. So, actually, you know what? Somebody was asking for advice earlier, right? You know what advice Bundun gave to me? Inject personality into your content sooner rather than later. Because if you wait too long, it'll become harder to like put personality into your content. Should you play Xenoblade? Xenoblade is awesome. Xenoblade is like an amazing series. It's not for everybody. If you don't like reading, if you don't like tutorials, and if you're impatient, it's probably not the best for you. But if you love an awesome world, awesome music, and an awesome story, then yes. Have you met King Samalot? No, I have not. Wait. Actually, I think he was there at VidCon. Actually, I might have met him. I didn't really talk to him, but I think he was there. I think King Samalot was there at VidCon, actually. I think. I'd have to ask Pear. But I do believe he was there. I met a few people. When I was at VidCon, I actually... Okay, so essentially, the context is, we snuck into, I think Bundun had the, like, key to go into the secret crater area. Pear didn't actually get one, and neither did any of the other Rumble Pack guys, but Bundun had it. And he took us into the back secret dungeon area of the VidCon area. And back there, we saw, Dream. Dream was back there. That was interesting. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I've seen a few creators. Not a ton. I haven't unfortunately seen like many of the creators that I actually watch. No Scott the Wazes. MatPat is gone, unfortunately. No PBGs. None of the guys I grew up with. But I have seen some people. I've probably seen people I don't even recognize. Goodness gracious. Let's see. Oh, okay. Hold on. Here's something interesting. So apparently there was a Universal put out a sort of little paper kind of like talking about their next few movies. And apparently they have another Nintendo Illumination film scheduled for April 12th, 2028. So I do wonder what that's going to be. I think it's a bit too soon for the next movie in the Mario movie like series. Those seemingly seem to take about 3 years to make. So I'm very curious how long that's going to take. Or I'm very curious what this movie coming out in 2028 is going to be. Because it's another Illumination one. So it's probably going to be one of the more cartoony series. Crusade, in your message? No, I think when you say a YouTube channel name, YouTube's gonna block it. So it's just kind of how it is. Especially if you try putting a link. YouTube does not like links. Yeah, so I do wonder. That's gonna be exciting. I know there's people that are like, oh no, the Mario movie's bad, or oh blah blah blah. But I don't know. I've liked them. I think they've been fun. I've enjoyed them. They're visually beautiful and they have great music. Hello there, Echo. I just put symbol plus channel handle. Yeah, I think YouTube doesn't like that. Man, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Ooh. And then, let's see. I have a few things lined up on what to do next. Wait, I'm getting pings. Oh, I was about to say, I'm getting pings. What are they? It's my... Discord's pinging me that I'm live. Why, yes, I am live. I'm aware of that. Wowie zowie. Isn't that great? Why is your name HackedCrusade? Okay. I've explained a few times, but essentially, when I came up with the name, I think I was like I was taking world history at the time. I liked world history. I was actually the best student in that class. I was the guy who did really well on the test and broke the curves. Anyways, so I went with Crusade because I think they're cool. I like the aesthetic of them. Unfortunately, they were not very successful, but I like the aesthetic of them. And then I did Hacked because I wanted something sort of like gaming leaning. It was either going to... I narrowed it down to like Hacked Crusade and Glitch Crusade. And ultimately, everybody that I asked was like, Hacked Crusade rolls off the tongue better. And they're right. I mean, it does. So there we go. Hacked Crusade. That's how we got it. Would you rather buy me a Virtual Boy or fight 10 duck-sized gorillas? I could take on the duck-sized gorillas. I don't know how much a Virtual Boy costs, but I do not have money. Low-key, you've never joined a stream of yours? A lot of people haven't. A lot of people haven't. A lot of people haven't joined my streams. I mean, what can I say? We have 50,000 subs and we have we have 10 viewers watching right now, so that's just how it is. I can't get mad at everybody. I don't watch everybody I am subscribed to as well, so just ease what it is. So did you pass the bar or go by 16th Street? What? What does that mean? What kind of question is that? How old are you? Oh, I'm 24. So I'm an adult. I've graduated college. I graduated a year ago. And I am right now working in the world. Although I'd love if YouTube did well. I don't know if it ever will. Like, it's just something I've just kind of like accepted. Like, you know, we're in a decent size, but like nowhere near like living. But yes. Yes. Yeah, YouTube's I've had decent success with YouTube, but like nowhere near like livable wage. So I've accepted, like, it would be awesome if YouTube did well one day, but I have fun doing what I do. Did you see your message? I did. It's very long though, so I'm not gonna read it out. I apologize. If some questions are like too personal, I'm not gonna like read it all out. Did Rolepair raid you? I think he's raided me in the past, but he typically doesn't. He doesn't need to. VTubers cost a lot. Well, thank goodness I'm not a VTuber. I think some VTubers have good aesthetics, but I find it so funny. Like I'll see VTubers, they'll create their channel, they'll spend maybe $2,000 on VTuber assets, and then they'll give up after like a little bit because VTubing is incredibly competitive. It is incredibly competitive, and not everybody has what it takes. And I'm not competing in that world. I am... Okay. I don't know what I'd call myself. So if someone didn't know who I was, it'd probably be like, oh, that's a PNG tuber. But I want to consider myself a PNG tuber. Because my mascot isn't me. That is not me. That is my my mascot. I would say I'm a mascot tuber. But I don't think that's a word, so... I'll use it until people catch on. Where I have a little character in there that isn't me. It would help if they could talk themselves, but I'm not gonna voice my character because I am a male and an adult. Man. And I also create most of my assets myself. Although, I have recently... I've started commissioning for a few things. Like, recently if you saw the little art for the art contest video, the little... the community post. That little art, I did commission that. That was great. I'm actually commissioning that artist for another piece of art for something else. I won't say what it is until I can use it, because if I don't use it, I don't want people to be like, heck, when are you going to do insert blank? I mean, technically VTuber or PNG tuber aren't words either. Kinda. Yeah. What would you do if you were attacked by a skinwalker? Why would I be attacked by a skinwalker? The skinwalker would be attacked by me. I'm just saying the skinwalkers out there need to be careful. They need to be careful. What's going hacked? Yo, what's up, Zandu? Did you see there was a Mega Man X Game Boy fan game remake and apparently got some channels terminated because dialogue mentioned the word hacking? Hacking doesn't get you terminated. That's crazy. I talk about hacking all the time. I'm HackedCrusade. That sounds like rumors. That sounds like rumors. YouTube doesn't terminate people for that. That sounds wild. That sounds wild. My channel is literally called HackedCrusade. I've talked about like modding and glitches and all that in the past. So that's surprising. Were you the friend that played Fortnite for Royal Pair when he went to Disneyland? No, I don't think so. I've played Fortnite with Pear on his channel, but I don't think I played it for him when he was at Disneyland. Gotta go, so this is your only message, but just want to start a new streak. Well, thank you for coming as long as you did Polude. Get attacked by a skinwalker, your community would kill it? If I got attacked by a skinwalker, it would have a great time. That's all I need to say. Fanboys or fangirls? I have neither. Okay. Unironically, if I was to pick between a boy-leaning audience or a girl-leaning audience. So what I've heard is interesting is that, most boys, when they see a YouTube channel, they'll be like, oh, that was good. And then they'll like walk away and be like, great. But from what I've heard, when girls watch creators they usually talk about it like on the internet more, and that's good advertising. And girls are also more likely to create fan art than boys. So if you want to prove the ladies wrong, you can create more art. But as of now, the ladies will probably be winning that. Someone got terminated for that. I want to be here. Yeah, I don't think YouTube would terminate you unless they got a request from the companies in question. YouTube removed a channel that literally just uploaded music. Okay, but that, for the most part, uploading music does violate the terms and conditions of a lot of companies. Like Nintendo. Nintendo, personally, in their little terms and conditions, it says you cannot upload stuff without like any sort of creative input. So you do like raw music, that's against their terms of input. Theoretically, with that raw game footage with like no dialogue, no commentary, that's also technically against Nintendo's thing. Although I've never seen them take down for that. But yeah, Nintendo doesn't like when you post their own thing. It was their own remixes. Like, what the hell? That's unfortunate. Maybe YouTube, the YouTube algorithm sensed it and tickled their toes. Should do an ADOFA. I don't know what that is. ADO. I mean, I can search it up. We're on the internet. ADOFAI. A Dance of Fire and Ice. Oh no! Oh no! Isn't that a rhythm game? I am not good at rhythm games. Oh no. Oh goodness gracious. Oh. So recently I finished Rhythm Doctor, but that's made by the Rhythm Doctor guys, by the way. No! Rhythm Doctor was good, but it was tricky. It was definitely tricky. Some of the songs were definitely harder than others. Goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. I am not a rhythm gamer on the inside. I can appreciate rhythm games. I think as like a gamer, it's good to be able to appreciate genres outside of your background. But goodness, rhythm games are truly something. Heck, you should play Fire Emblem. I do play Fire Emblem. I don't stream it or make content on it. Or do I? But I do enjoy Fire Emblem. I've been playing. My first Fire Emblem game was Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. I've been playing the game pretty consistently since Awakening. Did you finish the achievements for Mario Galaxy? Yes, we have finished all of them. That game is locked away and done. Goodness gracious. Oh. Hi, Act. Oh, there's Spooky. How you doing? Alright, let's see. You got a Switch 2 finally. Oh, congratulations. That's nice. I've been enjoying my Switch 2. Obviously for the new games, but also, like, it is nice being able to just play older games in better quality. It's been great. You ever thought about playing Eugenics? I was aware of it when it was really popular, but I didn't play, like, The Binding of Isaac either. So I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I was gonna play it or not. I play like all sorts of games, but like I don't play everything. I don't have infinite time. I'm doing pretty good. Said they couldn't do the fan art contest. That's unfortunate, but I do know like things get in the way, right? Obviously, like there's plenty of things to do, so no worries. Okay, hold on. There is one thing. I do wonder. I've been thinking about it. Like, what would the next event be? Obviously you can't spam like art contests back to back, but like it was kind of fun to do an event. Check art. Wowzers! This is truly a piece of media. This is truly some fan art. Oh boy. Game Jam? I don't have enough of an audience to make a Game Jam. I got 36 pieces of art for the art contest. If I did a Game Jam, I'd probably have one submission. And unfortunately, it's just how it is. It's gonna draw you and Parent Mario Galaxy like a Launch Star Trail. That's exciting. Maybe there'll be a time in the future where that'll work out. Try to draw this shiny Mudkip. I do love Mudkip, and shiny Mudkip's actually a really good shiny. That is shiny Mudkip is a great shiny. Yeah, as cool as a Game Jam would be, I don't think I have the audience. Tournament? But a tournament in what game? Maybe just ask us for game clips? I don't know. See, that's the issue. So, actually, I did get an idea. I did think about it. It's like, okay, so you know how we've made like little short games in the past, right? I've thought about it. What if I made a little game that had like several speedrun strategies? And the contest was kind of like, there were several levels, and people try to like speedrun the levels as fast as they can. And whoever gets like the lowest score across all the levels combined is the winner of the contest. And so like the game would be specifically made to have like a bunch of speedrun strategies. And it'd be like really short. Obviously I can't make anything long by myself. But that could be a fun idea for a little contest. But what am I saying? That'd probably take a while, so definitely not soon. But sometimes it's fun to talk about ideas, right? I'd win for sure. It'd be fun. I'd be curious to see what people could do. And obviously, due to the nature of it, like if they find any glitches, which there would be, because I am me. I mean, if you've played any of my games, if you've played any of the games I've made, they do have glitches. If they find any glitches that helps them, that would it would be allowed. I wouldn't patch any speedrunning glitches. At least until the contest or something. That could be a fun idea, but oh, I do wonder. It'll be a bit before the next event, but I'd love to do something in the future again. It was kind of fun to like have a little community event to kind of look forward to. Bye, gotta go. Might come back, might not. All right, well, thanks for coming as long as it, bro Chacho. When you said your art looked like she was melting, I gave you an idea. That's good that I gave you an idea. I'm glad you didn't take like any offense to it. I'm glad you entered as well. It's good to just flex your art muscles, even if like it just is what it is, you know. 11 p.m. 11 p.m. It is 9:10 over here. Goodness gracious, 11:10. I mean 11 p.m. All right. To be real, you are making some fan. Well, that's exciting. Good work. Good work. Let's see. Okay, it's been about what is it, 30 or so, 40 minutes since we've started streaming. Let's see. Is there a topic we can talk about? Brain. Think. Let's see. I'm actually... Oh no, unless someone suggests something. Let's take a look. Fan art? I mean, we've already talked about that for essentially the most I could. Let's see, what can I talk about right now? Oh no. Have you played Tomodachi Life? I have not. I've played the demo, but I haven't actually, I don't have the actual game yet. So, I've mentioned this in one of the little Mario Galaxy streams, but I found a really good deal on Play Asia, which is a site where you can like import games from Asia, if you couldn't know. And so I was able to get a copy of Tomodachi Life from Japan for $40. The reason it was $40 is if you bought 2 games on Play Asia, both of them would be $40. But the issue is that the second game I bought, I did not look at the date. It's coming out. It's coming out in July. So Tomodachi Life is not coming until July because the second game I got is coming in July. So oopsies. Oopsie daisy. That's going to take a while. So I'll be a bit late on Tomodachi Life. But I do have the game bought. I got it for a deal. In case you're wondering, the Japanese version supposedly still has English in it. So I should be fine. Wait, if it doesn't, I'd be sad. But the card, the thing says it's multi-language. I even checked on the Japanese Nintendo website. It still says multi-language. So I should be good. Tournaments of the Goofy Smash Universe mod. I unfortunately do not have a modded Switch. I have a moddable Switch, but the fan died. And I don't know, it's not my main one. If we could have a custom Mega Keystone, what would it be? Like little bracelet? Is that what you mean? Have you played Celeste? I have played Celeste. It's a Wii mod. Oh, Wii modding. I do like Wii modding. I have indeed played... I've played most of the big, like, the big platformer indie games. I think Celeste is fine. I think the main game of Celeste is pretty good. Some of the B-sides, and especially the Moon, I am not fond of. But, I mean, if you played Celeste, you probably know how those go. Especially the Moon. The Moon is dreadful. I haven't even finished the Moon. I've spent way too long there. One day I'll finish it. Ooh. Goodness gracious. Can't wait for Rhythm Heaven comes to Switch. So I've only played one Rhythm Heaven game. I played Mega Mix on the 3DS. So I don't know if I'll grab the new one when it immediately comes out. I'll probably pick it out at some point. But I do wonder. I hate Farewell so much. It is truly an experience. I haven't finished it yet. I'm in the final third. I have made it through the first 2/3. But goodness gracious, that level goes on forever. From what I've seen, the average person takes about 12 hours to beat that level. It is truly something. Only $40. Yeah. Parallel was hard, but I got through it pretty fine. Okay. You say that. I saw your death count. Your death count is the lowest I've ever seen a person have one. I need you to know that. Pretty fine is not the word. Pretty fine is not the word. You are somehow a prodigy at Celeste. Have you played Mario Maker? Of course, I played Mario Maker 1 and 2. Both a lot. I have I have too many hours in Mario Maker 2, I'll say that. Sadly got to head out. Well, thanks for coming around as long as you have. Really? Yeah. Yeah, really. Like, you had like 1,500 deaths. I haven't finished the level. I can check literally how many deaths I have. I probably have more deaths than you, and I haven't finished the level. I'm in the final third. I can do a little peek. I almost certainly have more deaths than that. And you're chill and fun to talk to? That is the goal. That is the goal. Okay. It's running. Give it a second. Give it a second. Alright, let's see. I am... You know, I'll share it so I'm, No shame, right? I definitely have quite a few deaths. I am not the Celeste guy. Okay. It is this. Oh no! Hold on. Okay. Can I check my deaths without leaving the map? I'm not at a checkpoint. I'm at... I'm not at a checkpoint. Can I check my deaths without dying? Okay, can I copy the save file to another one? No. Oh no. Okay, well, I have 11,000 deaths on the file. Although I've only done 2 seasides. So, I don't think I can show my things. I'm afraid if I leave the level, it's going to save and I'll go back to the last checkpoint. Because I'm not at a checkpoint right now. You have 1616 on the level? Yeah, I believe I have more deaths on the level than that. Coding stream win? I'm gonna be honest, last time I did a coding stream, it was not very good. It was not very good. Hello? Oh, there's Strike YouTube. Ooh, goodness gracious. I do know, okay, most people do typically get less deaths on the C sides than they do on the B sides. But even then, I'd probably be around... yeah, the B-sides did take me longer than the... I know the C-sides weren't actually too bad, but they'd probably add several hundred, maybe a few thousand more deaths. Like you said, you're at 16,000 by the end of the game. I'd probably be similar to that. Art stream where you draw? We haven't done an art stream in a while. That's a fine idea. We haven't actually done one in a while. We're not going to do it now, but... It's been a while. 8C was the most fun? Oh no. Oh no. Goodness gracious. I'm more of a Hollow Knight guy. I'll say it. Hollow Knight is more up my alley. In case you're wondering, your highest depths on B and C sides is 349 on 7B and 105 on 7C. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. I'm not gonna lie. I have some pretty high depths on some of the B sides. Yeah, I was always more of a Hollow Knight guy though. Hollow Knight is awesome. That is more of my jam. I can't wait. Different flavor of suffering. Hollow Knight is so awesome. I like the aesthetic more. Although, okay, my channel is called HackedCrusade. Oh my goodness, the guy likes the name of the game about knights better than the game about climbing the mountain. Like, yeah, that just just kind of how it is. But damn, I do like the aesthetic of the hollowed knights. I wonder when the Silksong update's gonna come out. I thought it would have come out by now, wouldn't it? Like, it's April already. I do wonder. I don't think he likes Peak. I've had fun with Peak. I haven't actually... Okay, I've beaten it in a group, but I haven't actually made it to the top, if that makes sense, right? I don't dislike Peak, although I think I like Repo more. Repo is like my... I think my group's go-to friend slop. Goodness gracious, Repo. I'm reaping it. Man, Friendslop is fun. I do like Friendslop. Friendslop, I have groups. And we play our little Friendslops together. And dear God, like, let's see, how many hours do I have on Repo? Like, it's not gonna obviously be a god amount. Like, obviously I'm gonna have more hours than like any like real game, but like, I have 33 hours on Repo. Like, that's quite a bit of like playing a Friendslop game. Yeah, Friendslop's fun. Friendslop's fun. I wonder what the next big one's gonna be, because usually whenever they arrive, like, sometimes they come and go, but sometimes they stick around for a bit, like, at least in your group. Like, it depends on who you hang out with. And I wonder what the next big one's gonna be, because I've had some fun nights where you just stay up grinding your Friendslop. I've wanted to make a Friendslop game before. I've thought about it. I actually technically started development for one for a little bit, but I didn't get very deep into it. I I was testing an idea. I was testing an idea for like room generation. I wanted to see if I could do it like in theory. I got something kind of working, but it didn't go very well. I tried having the rooms all like spawn and connect to each other manually. That like works, but it's not a clean answer. I tried doing it automated, and some of the connections weren't right, and then the physics were sometimes weird. But I've explored those routes. Man, I definitely need to make a game soon. It's been a while since I've made a game. Although, if anything, what I need to finish is there's an Undertale fan game I actually started ages ago, and it's like over halfway done, and I need to finish that. I just didn't have ideas for the phase 2 of that fight, and oh, I need to finish that. It would be so good if I can get that off my plate. I mean, that's like free content. Okay, I say free content. It's not free content. It's obviously a lot of work. I've already put probably like 20 or 30 hours into that, but it would be good content once it's done. Too busy playing Friendslop? Unfortunately. Every night I'm being like pinged to be like, hey guys, we gotta play insert Friendslop. We gotta watch Invincible. We gotta do this. So I gotta get grinding. I gotta get my shorts out, and then once I'm ahead on shorts, I can work on long form stuff until the shorts catch back up, or I end up getting shot by a bullet or something. Kit PvP? Yeah, Pear's trying to have us learn PvP, and it's good. I think I've gotten better at PvP, but like, goodness gracious, like, oh, do I want to get better at Minecraft PvP? Oh no. I think I have gotten better though. I won't lie. It works. I'm better. I could probably beat myself earlier, but goodness gracious. Should do that one Undertale multiplayer mod of Pair. Funnily enough, I've done the multiplayer Undertale mod twice on the channel. I did it once with what was it? It was the turtle guy. Oh, it's been a while. Forgot his name. I've done it once with Bort. I think the Bort one was on his channel, but damn, I forgot the turtle guy's name. I haven't seen him in a while. I forgot who he was. No, but I've actually done multiplayer Undertale twice. So there is that. I'm quite familiar with that mod. Spin. Nara is spinning. She is indeed jumping around. Let's see. Chat. Any Gerson? What about Gerson? What about Gerson? I gotta go. Have a good day. Thanks for staying as long as it's Psych Panda. Until your turn again. Which was one of the only games I've beaten more than once. That's crazy. Well, okay, when I was a kid, I didn't have any games. I played all of my games several times. Now, I mean, like now as an adult, I don't replay games too often. But I mean, Undertale's obviously one that I've played a lot. I have 65 hours in Undertale, which is a lot considering the game's like not that long. Dear God, how do I have 65 hours in Undertale? I mean, it's Undertale. What can I say? I'll probably have more in Deltarune by the end of I don't want to say by the time Deltarune comes out. Probably like by the time I die. Oh. Although that's my scary. Here's a scary thing. How do you have 65 hours in Undertale? Okay, well. Let's see. It takes about like 2 to 3 hours to do a genocide route. A little bit longer on your first playthrough. Well, I didn't even realize my screen was showing. Holy, I didn't realize my Steam thing was still there. LMAO. I do know the mods, but I haven't done like a ton of mods. Genocide takes about 2 to 3 hours. I've done Genocide a lot. Pacifist, if you read the dialogue, it takes about 8 hours. If you don't, it's probably closer to like 5 hours. I've done that a bit. I've done a few weird neutral routes in my free time. And then I have done a few mods. I'm surprised it adds up to 65. I thought it was closer to like 40 hours. Done with real art? Let's take a lookie. This is totally real art. I mean, it is real art. Here's the art that was produced by a bald man. No way. Gaming. Truly a work of art. I know I mentioned it before, but someone's trying to port Deltarune to PS2. That seems reasonably possible. Okay, in theory, I should say. Like, obviously, it's going to be tricky, because they're going to have to, like, essentially rebuild the game from scratch to do that. But, there shouldn't be anything in Deltarune that wouldn't run on the PS2. Deltarune is ultimately a simple game at the end of the day. Like, even the most complicated stuff is, like, simple. It's running the actual Game Maker code? Okay, well, that's crazy. Now, that means they may have to battle the code, but that does make it easier. You genocide a lot? I have genocided quite a few times. Quite a few times. Like, there'd be times where I'd be like, man, let's boot up Undertale Genocide. Easy in and out run. Like, I'm at a point where I'll beat Undying the Undying first try, and Sans, I usually don't first try, usually like a second or third try, but, like, I can go in and out pretty easily at this point. I sometimes remember Undertale's dialogue system is held by a ginormous if statement. Just like me! Just like me! For real! Oh, man. I would do the same. I'd do the same. Oh, goodness gracious. Toby Fox, he's just like the people! What a gamer! Man. Battles do not run in separate screens, so it's far worse to optimize than Undertale. That's interesting. If girlfriend is equal to true, HackedCrusade is equal to happy. Wheelnat, it's girlfriend and double equal sign? Come on. Girlfriend is equal to true means you're assigning the girlfriend value. While double equal signs means you're checking if it's true. Silly WillyNat. SMH, your code wouldn't run. Shaking my head. I'll never have a girlfriend with those odds. Oopsie poopsie. Silly goose. But Blink says math. This ain't math. Go back to geometry. I remember as a kid, the double equal sign thing was confusing. Like, I didn't understand, like, why do you need two? I understand the exclamation mark equal sign, because you're, like, saying, does not equal. But double equal sign is like, why do you need the second? I mean, the simple answer at the end of the day is that the equal sign and double equal sign do different things. Single equal sign is assigning a value, while double equal sign is like checking the value. So, like, it makes sense in theory, but as as a youngin, when I first learned about that in whatever class I was like, why is it like that? What kind of silly goose made it like that? But I mean, it makes sense at the end of the day. So. You dash through geometry. You could say I did a geometry dash. We're gonna kill this man. There's a website to test the port yourself. You just need to give it the Undertale Deltarune game folder. I have Deltarune on my Switch 2. I do have Undertale on my PC, but I do have Deltarune on my Switch 2. So. And I can believe Undertale will be ported. I believe there's like an Undertale port to 3DS. So. Oh. Why is Deltarune so expensive? I guess that's just where you live, because Deltarune's like what, 20, 25 here? And that's not very expensive here, but I know not all currencies are the same. Yeah, I think it depends on what currency you're in. Yeah, because Deltarune's rather affordable for what it is. I would say. I wouldn't say it's expensive, but yeah. Not everybody is all born in the same countries. Brazilian. That's the one. That's what I was figuring. Well, not necessarily Brazilian, but definitely. It's like, other currency detected. Yeah, it's a bit tricky, because even if they like do lower the price in the other countries, like in Brazil, like you still have to lower it like even more, because even if you make the value equal to what it is in like America, their minimum wage is still lower, and you have to like compensate for that. Waiting for a Wii port to give it another reason to use it? The Wii port of Deltarune. That would be fun. That'd be cool. I don't know if I'd play through the whole game on the Wii, but like, it'd be interesting just to see like Chapter 1 running on the Wii. I know there was actually it wasn't a port. It was a remake within like Earthbound. They made like an Earthbound Deltarune. It's only chapter 1. They don't plan on doing the other chapters, but that was really cool. I remember when that came out. I actually should probably play that at some point. It was really impressive. Such that they remade the entirety of chapter 1 within the context of Earthbound. That's really cool. After that, it struggles. Chapter 1's pretty simple. Chapter 2 isn't too much more complex than chapter 1. Chapter 3, aside from Tina, I do wonder what's in there. Chapter 4 it's got some interesting visuals. I do wonder what specifically causes it to lag though. They are simple visuals though. Ultimately, it's just stuff that you need optimization. Minimum wage here is like $1,600. Yeah, so Deltarune would be like a solid like 1/20th of your money. Oh goodness, you work over a day at minimum wage to earn 1 Deltarune. Oh boy. Toby code. I don't think Toby is coding Deltarune himself though. I believe Toby's talked about that. After typing too much, his engine has not his engine. What? His hand. His hands don't work right, so he doesn't do typing. He uses text to speech, and so he doesn't do any of the coding and stuff anymore, which makes sense. He's Toby. It's okay if he doesn't do the coding anymore. He doesn't have to. He doesn't need to. I beg of you, Toby. You don't need to do the coding anymore. Oh, you bought Beat Saber as 150. Let's see. 150 Brazilian real to USD. Oh wait, it's 30. But that's a lot for that context. Yeah, it's tricky about all that. I feel sorry for our people in some parts, because like even if the price is simply equal to the American version, it's like you got to account for the not just the currency difference, but also the like standard of living difference. Where like even if you're like, oh, this is equal in value to insert thing, you gotta also be like, oh, the average person makes insert less. It's like it's just unfortunate when some indie games forget that, and even some AAA games don't even account for that. It's like, ooh, good luck buying a game for like 1,000 or something, or however much it is. Woo. Let's see. Well, I've kind of said most of what I wanted to say. I mean, we talked for like an hour. Deltarune was relative to the American price, would probably be $30 more. Yeah, so let's see. USD to Brazilian real. What would that be? So if it was $20, it would be $100 in Brazil. Yeah, so they did lower the price, but it's still, yeah, it's tricky. I apologize. Yeah, but I think I've talked about most of what I wanted to talk about. We streamed for an hour, so this is just kind of like a little chill catch-up stream. In case there was anything I missed, you know, just kind of share some stuff, answer some questions. So, unless anyone has any sort of last thoughts they want to say before we head out, I think I can head out, because then I can get back to work on the short I'm working on. Hopefully get that ready by Friday. And then if I can get ahead enough, I can start working on the long form. That'd be awesome. Mayo? Mayonnaise. Alrighty. Well, if there's no last thoughts, thank you guys so much for coming over to a fantastic stream. We'll be back again another day at another time. So until then, Audios Bro Chachos, HackedCrusade signing out. Until we meet again, bada booey. Outro time. Yippee!